missing her with all me heart. But they don't give a monkeys down at DHSS, and they've gone and halved me pension for a start. So it won't be very long before I'm by her side, 'cause I'll probably starve to death, that's what I'll do. For richer or poor, I'm bloody poor, that's a fact. Just 'cause in sickness and in health I said I'll do. In sickness and in health I said I'll do.
Cheers, Arthur. Couldn't happen to a better bloke. Getting all them doors up. Winning line, eh?
Oh, it was a winning line, all right.
You should pay out a lot of money, I should reckon. And if you want any advice about what to do with a lot of money, you know where to come.
Of course, people will advise you, won't they, Arthur?
Oh, there'll be plenty around willing to advise him now. So be careful, Arthur. Watch out. You know who your friends are. The ones who stuck by you when you had nothing.
Just you, Elf.
Right, there you are. There you are, then. They're the ones you could trust.
Oh.
Is that all right, Arthur?
Oh, it's very nice. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. She's a good cook, is she, Mrs. Hollenberry?
Yeah, yes, it's marvellous. Very tender.
So's Mrs. Hollenberry, eh? No, I told her, didn't I? I said, you cook old Arthur something very special tonight, didn't I?
Yep.
Nice bit of lamb, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much do you reckon you've won then, Arthur?
Oh, I don't know.
Thousands. It could be $1 million. He's got 8 score draws up. Pah! That's what I say, but he's got to look after. He's got to know who his friends are.
Well, you'll tell him.
Ah, me and old Arthur. We're close as what? Brothers, I'd say. Eh? Well, closer. Now, it's a funny thing about money. They say that money's only a problem when you ain't got any.
Well, you would know.
They say that money's the root of all evil, and it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than for a camel to jump through the eye of a needle. I'll tell you this. If I'd have saved a few bob out of my pay packet every week since I started work...
You save?
I might have made it a bit harder for myself to get into heaven, but I've been a bloody sight happier down here today, I can tell you. I mean, they reckon that, old, what's his name, Maxwell and the other one, what's his name, Rupert?
Murdoch.
That's him. They reckon they're billionaires. I'll tell you something, I bet they ain't too unhappy about it. I mean, the kind of money they got, they could buy a bloody great needle with eye big enough for an army of camels to jump. Probably buy heaven itself, the money they got. Of course, having billions would have its problems, though, I wager. I mean, how would you count it for a start off? I mean, money makes money, doesn't it? Hey? And with all the interest coming in on your billions, I mean, you'd be halfway through counting it, and there'd be sackloads more of it arriving for you to count. You'd never be done counting it. And who could you trust to help you count it? No one I know. Well, present company accepted, of course. You know. I mean, like, look, if you had £10, see, and you asked someone to look after it for you, not that I would, except someone like you, Arthur, you know, a dear good old friend, and they give you back £9, well, you know they've nicked one, right? But if you got billions, you'd never know, would you?
That must be a big worry, that.
Yeah, well, it makes you feel sorry for old Maxwell and Murdoch, doesn't it? I mean, that's probably someone's robbing them something rotten, and they don't even know it. I mean, with all their billions, do they know who their friends are?
I bet they got plenty of friends.
No, I'm talking about real friends. Friends like what old Arthur's got here. Eh? That's where you're luckier than they are, Arthur.
Money ain't everything, Elf. I mean, friends are more important than money.
Right, friends, Arthur. Real friends, see? Friends that money can't buy. That's what Maxwell and Murdoch ain't got. They ain't got them kind of friends, Arthur. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll see.
See, trouble with some of your millionaires is they're mad, you know. Don't understand money. Donate it, they do, to museums and things. You take that, what's his name? Oh, bloody Paul. Begins with a G. What's his bloody name? One of the richest men in the world.
Howard Hughes.
Getty.
Who?
Getty.
That's it, Paul Getty. Paul Getty. Well, there's a man, one of the richest men in the world, give most of his money to a museum.
Well, you'd have a good day out at a museum, Elf.
Oh, yes, I like museums.
No, bloody museums. I've got no time for them.
I'd better walk round that Victorian and Albert.
Victorian Albert?
Yeah.
What good does that do you?
Oh.
I've been there. It's nothing. It is full of rubbish. Rubbish of the past. Old bones, old books, bits and pieces of old armour, old furniture, old paintings. You go in one of them museums like walking around bloody Oxfam, it is.
It's history, Elf. It's our history.
Well, old furniture,
Yes,
old
yes,
paintings,
yes,
our history, get off. I mean, I know some people do like old things. except old people. I mean, people pay pounds, you know, for an old painting. I mean, the government will give millions for an old painting. Wouldn't give an extra penny to an old age pensioner, though.
Well, the painting's more valuable, I suppose.
What, more than people? More than you? More than me?
Well, if it's an old master, yeah.
Gareth, I've seen your old masters. I've seen one of them was it Rembrandt, was? Yeah, old Rembrandt. Old master. It was an old painting, was of an old person. Old person, like you and me. And everyone says, oh, isn't it marvellous? I said, what's so marvellous about that? They said, such a wonderful painting. I said, it's only an old person he's painting, it's an old man. I said, they said, but it's such a good likeness, it's so real. Well, blimey, you're a good likeness to an old person, aren't you? I'm a good likeness. I'm a better likeness to an old person than that painting is. But people don't come up to me and say, oh, Mr. Garnett, you're so marvellous. You're such a good likeness to an old person. You're so real. I'm like hanging on my living room wall. I'd sooner have a bloody painting of it.
Yeah, so would I.
What they mean, Alf, what they mean is that the artist is clever because he can paint such a good likeness. That's why he's an old master.
I'm a better likeness, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't get a better likeness to an old person than what an old person is, can you?
It don't work like that, Alf. I mean, when they talk about art, it's not the real thing, it's a copy of the real thing. That's what makes it valuable. You see, it's being able to copy it, that's what they want, not being it. I mean, look, if some old master was to come in now and paint you, just as you're sitting there, and he gave such a good likeness that you look like a real person, I mean, that painting would be worth millions. But you, the real thing, nothing. So instead, maybe they send a taxidermist, you know, an artist at it, you know, and he just want to sort of stuff you, like.
Oh, not when I'm eating.
No, for posterity, I mean. Yeah. Well, then people, you see, would want to buy it, so that it's got sort of a... Well, it's like an example of a modern man.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Arthur. I mean, it's daft. I mean, there's a bloke the other day, he gave £14 million for an old painting of a sunflower by Van Gogh. £14 million! I mean, to say a fool and his money is soon parted, but he must have been mad when he bought that. Mad as old Van Gogh was when he painted it. But these sunflowers, I wouldn't grow them, let alone hang them on a bloody wall.
I grew some in my garden till the bloody cat next door pissed on them. I mean, but I take your point. I mean, I wouldn't have it hanging on the wall. I'd hang that bloody cat, though, if I could catch it.
It's a funny thing, though, about old Van Gogh. See, he couldn't sell one of his paintings while he was still alive. Makes you think, doesn't it? Hey? And do you know for why, Arthur?
No.
Because people was more sensible in them days and was a bit more careful with their money. You've been hard pushed in them days to get 2 goldfish off a rag and bone man for one of his paintings. He painted a picture of a chair. I mean, who in their right mind is going to buy a picture of a bloody chair?
What, an ordinary chair?
Ordinary chair.
I wouldn't.
No, I mean, you buy a chair to sit in, yeah, you know, like a real chair, but not one like what he painted. Bloody uncomfortable hard back thing it was. Didn't want to sit in that for long. Probably never seen a decent chair in his house. Not a decent, comfortable chair you can sit back in and watch the telly. There's one thing I'll grant you about your museums, though. If you want to dwell on the past, that is. I'll show you how them poor buggers had to live, there. It makes you feel grateful that we're a lot smarter today than they was. I mean, they had none of our culture, you know. That Henry VIII and Shakespeare they're always going on about, neither of them two had a chair anywhere near as comfortable as the one I sit in to watch telly. In fact, neither of them two had a telly.
What, no neighbours? Coronation Street? EastEnders?
No. Why I had to write all them rotten plays. I mean, they had nothing else, did they? Makes you think, doesn't it?
I bet they had better manners, though. I mean, Henry VIII might have been a king, and you're just an ordinary man. But as far as eating goes, you're just as much a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, it's disgusting the way you gnaw at bones, like a dog you are.
Oh, shut up.
Now, I don't suppose Henry VIII wiped his greasy hands down his trouser legs like you.
Henry VIII probably had a dog to wipe his hands on.
Oh, don't put ideas in his head.
Look. They're only old trousers, aren't they?
Well, you go out in them. One of the dogs don't all follow you.
They do.
Shut up!
Oi, that's today's paper. I haven't finished reading that yet.
Well, read it, then.
Here. You'll have to change his ways. I'm going to marry him. Blimey, it's a wonder he didn't use a tablecloth. Eh? He has. Oh, he has. It's one of my best cloths.
No, it's the lamb. It's greasy, isn't it?
Well, you're not supposed to eat it with your hands.
Look, I think you'll find, my dear, that the royal family might still pick up a lamb chop or two in their fingers.
Oh, he knows how the royals eat now. Bet they don't behave a bit like you at the table.
Look, when Charles Lawton played Henry VIII in that film, he picked up old chicken in his hand.
I don't care what Charles Lawton did in the film. There's still no need to bring cinema rabbits to the table.
Charles Lawton was portraying how primitive man would behave.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, primitive man ate with his fingers.
Henry VIII was a royal king of England, sunshine.
He was primitive.
Yeah.
He chopped his wife's heads off.
But he didn't eat them, though, did he, eh? No offence, but I mean, you're the one who started talking about primitive, isn't you? There's nothing more primitive than eating each other, is there?
Depends on whether you use a knife and fork or not.
Well, that's probably how his lot got all them holes all over their faces trying to eat with a knife and fork, eh? No, I mean, his lot, they didn't only gnaw on their bones, my dear, they stuck the bleeding bone through their noses. No, he's all right, you know, you've got a sense of humour, haven't you? No, here, we're all friends here, aren't we? Here, I see, I know how to do it. Some of us are more family in a way, I suppose, you know. That's how we survive, innit, Arthur, really, being close-knit, you know? You know, share sort of thing. You know, like what's yours is... Well, it's all of us, innit? I mean, I'll give him a room, didn't I?
You rented me a room.
Well, you're looking so glum about Arthur. I mean, a man who's won all that money... Come. I've got something special out here.
Yeah?
Yeah, hold on. Now, don't talk about me when I'm gone. Talk about me when I'm gone. Here we are, then.
Yeah.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Arthur. He's gonna have a lot of money, he's gonna share. Sod off. Here we are. I'll give you a toast. To the richest man here, my very good friend Arthur. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
To Arthur. So what's it like to be rich then, Arthur?
Well,
Oh, well, we'll be rich soon when we buy this house.
Not as rich as old Arthur. But don't worry, he knows who his friends are. He's like me. He don't forget people. How long do you think it takes before you get the money, Arthur?
it's a little disappointing, actually, Alf.
How's that? Not as much as you thought?
8 score draws? Can't be many with that, Arthur. Must be a fortune, mate.
Would have been.
Would have.
Well, it's the missus, isn't it?
Ah, she wants her share, does she? Well, she would, of course, greedy cow, yeah.
What?
No, well, never mind. There'll still be plenty to go round, eh?
Well, it would have been plenty, yeah, would have been.
What do you mean, would have been?
Well, the missus, she never posted a coupon.
You're joking! You mean you trusted her to post it? Your wife? A winning coupon?
She always posts a coupon. 30 years I've been doing the polls and she always posts a
A
coupon.
winning coupon? You trusted her with a winning coupon?
I didn't know it was a winning coupon.
Christ, Arthur, an 8 score draw winning coupon and it wasn't posted. You must feel like cutting your throat, mate.
I feel more like cutting her throat.
You could have told us, Arthur. I mean, I've laid out a lot of money on that lamb.
Well, I didn't want to spoil it.
You have spoiled it. I mean, I told you we was having a celebration. You could have told me then.
I didn't want to spoil the celebration.
Well, we've got nothing to celebrate, have we? I mean, all this has cost me a lot of money, Arthur.
What's money? I mean, all you say is it's only money.
Oh, dear, how awful. 30 years you've been doing the pools, and the first time you get a big win up, she forgets to post it. Oh, dear, how awful.
She didn't forget.
You've been having a son, ain't you, eh? He was having a son. He's a joker out off. You was having a son and we nearly fell for it, didn't we, eh? What a card. Here, come on, Arthur, have a top up. He's outside off. Cheers, Arthur.
Cheers.
Hey.
Well, you see, it's like this, Alf.
Nice to drink, doesn't he, eh? Good one, Arthur.
30 years I've been doing the football pools, and each week I've given a coupon to the missus to post.
Well, it's paid off, isn't it?
No, Alf. She never posted any of them. She tore up the coupon and put the postal order in her purse.
Eh?
Well, she's a church lady and don't believe in gambling.
No, I can understand that.
What do you mean you can understand that?
Gambling is a sin.
What's stealing then, eh? She's been stealing his postal orders for years. Oh, Gordon bloody Bennett! A winning ticket, and she never sent it. A big winning ticket worth millions, and she never bloody well sent it. God, if that was a wife of mine, I'd...
You'd what?
I'd sue her. That's what I'd do. I'd take her to court and bloody well sue her.
I've probably lost a fortune.
We all have.
You're quite right, Alf, because half of that would have been yours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know who my friends are.
Yeah.
Here, Arthur. Mrs. Ollenbury was just saying, why don't you do the same as her and Mr. Garnett?
What?
Well, you live in a council house, so why don't you buy it off them cheap and make yourself some money?
Yeah, I thought about that, but I mean, will I get a mortgage at my age?
What do you mean, your age? You're only the same age as me.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get a mortgage either.
You told me... Look, me getting married and buying this house cheap off the council was all your idea.
Yeah, well, it's a good idea. I mean, this house is worth a lot more than you pay the council for
Well,
it.
if I can't get a mortgage...
Well, that's it. You see, it will be hard to get a mortgage.
Why can't he get a mortgage?
Well, because no building society would risk it, I should think. Not at his age. I mean, they're not fools, are they? I mean, like, he could borrow all that money off them, and all of a sudden, 6 weeks later, boom, boom, he's gone. He's not with us anymore. And there we all are, standing at his graveside, dressed in black, crying.
I've got a black hat. I have to get some shoes, though.
He'd be laughing, but they'd be well out of pocket the mortgage company, wouldn't they?
But they still have the house?
Yeah, but they'd also have Mrs. Ollenbury living in it, wouldn't they? And it wouldn't be vacant possession, would it? And that's what they want. I mean, they'd have to kick her out, and that could be difficult for them. No, you can forget that. But there is another way. Let me buy the house. I'm younger. I've got a lot more years to go than you have, so I'll be no problem. I'll be able to meet all the requirements. Do you know what I mean? Well, 'cause I'm younger, fitter, healthier, better looking than you.
Shut up. So I see, we get the house cheap off the council and you buy it, is that it?
Yeah, no problem. I'd probably get a mortgage fairly easy.
I see, and then it'd be your house, is it right?
Well, in a way, I suppose, but not until you're both dead and gone.
And then, instead of you being my lodger, I will become your lodger, is that it?
No, Mr. Garnett, it won't be like that, because you see, I'll be a much better landlord than you. Kinder, more considerate. I might not even charge you rent. Well, not as much as you charge me. I'll probably let you live here rent-free.
In your house?
Well, technically, I suppose.
I see, and technically we'd be homeless, I suppose.
No, Mr. Garnett, it wouldn't be like that. You can trust me.
Here, say you lost your job
Yeah.
and you couldn't continue to pay the mortgage.
Well, I'll just get another job. It's not that hard.
Well, if it's not that hard, why don't you get another job now? Because the one you've got at the moment's not much cop, is it?
Why? What's wrong with it?
There's not much prospects, is it?
What? Social worker, employed by the council.
Under Mrs. Thatcher.
It's a Labour council.
Yeah, may not be for long with that new development down by the river.
That's right, your London Docks Development Corporation.
Yeah, the yuppies are coming.
Ba-ba, ba-ba.
Could soon be a Tory council.
Please, God.
Yeah, well, I'm a yuppie.
Well, that's his maybe. But you don't seem to have much prospects, if you ask me. I mean, looking after people like Mr. Garnett, you just said he ain't got long to go. I shall have to see if I can get a decent insurance out on you before I decide to tie myself up.
He just told you can't.
Well, then I shall have to think again. I don't want to seem selfish, but I don't want to marry you for just 6 weeks or so and then find I'm stuck with your funeral expenses.
Well, what about me? I might be stuck with yours.
Hold on a minute. Look, there's a way around it, Mr. Garnett.
There is?
Yeah, look, we're all sitting here on a nice little earner. We could buy this place for 20 grand. It's probably worth 100. I mean, we ought to have a go for it.
Well?
Adopt me.
Adopt you?
Yeah. We can draw up all the papers, make it legal.
I'd like to be a yuppie. I'll adopt you. My house is a better buy than this.
Yeah.
You keep out of this. You've got me enough mess as it is.
Miss, if you mean...
No, I'm thinking. Try to think here.
Oh, I'm glad you said trying.
I'm going out the pub. You coming, Arthur?
I got no money.
Well, I ain't got enough for two. You had enough out of me already tonight.
It's all right, Alf. Don't worry about me. I'll stay behind here and finish this.
You won't.
Will you?
It won't work, sunshine.
What won't work?
Me and Mrs. Hollenberry adopting you.
Why won't it work? I'll be a good son to you.
Shut up!
I promise, Daddy, I will.
We're too old, aren't we? Won't let old people adopt. They won't let old people do anything.
Can't we say we're his real parents?
Don't talk daft, woman.
Well, how are they to know?
How are they to know? You've been stuck in front of that thing too bloody long. That's your trouble. How are they to know? I'm white and he's black.
He wouldn't be the first black boy who's had a white father.
And a white mother.
You could say I was his second wife.
But you will be.
Well, there you are.
What do you mean, there I am?
Tell him your first wife was a blackie. How are they to know?
You want me to malign myself to else? God rest her soul.
Hang on, what do you mean by malign?
Oh, God's truth. No wonder her religion's got confession. If they're all like her, that poor priest of yours, he must be stuck in that confession box of his forever.
All right, then, I'll say my first husband was the blackie. Does that suit you?
You would too, wouldn't you? Expect me to stand here and marry you, and everybody thinking your first husband was a blackie?
Forget it.
I've got some pride, haven't I?
What's upset him?
I don't know.
Mr. Garnett! Mr. Garnett! Mr. I've been waiting for this moment.
Hey?
I thought it would never come. I've been so impatient, I thought it would never come.
What?
Well, this will please you too, I know it will.
Oh, I've got a headache, haven't I?
Well, that's the drink. Here, no, this will take away your headache. Read it.
What?
I got a letter.
Letter?
Yes, from my brother.
Your brother?
Yes.
You never told me you had a brother. How many more relations have you got?
Oh, only him and my sister. But he was my favourite brother. And I wrote and told him I was getting married again and he wants to meet you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, where's he live?
Australia.
Australia?
Yes. And he's offered to buy this house for me. Read it,
For
read
you,
it.
what, like half each?
Well, it'll be ours, don't matter.
What, yours and mine, like half each?
If he likes you.
What do you mean if he likes me?
Well, he wants to meet you first.
Well, he'd have to come here, wouldn't he?
No! No, we're off to Australia. He's seen the fairs and everything. Oh, we're going to meet my brother. Rich. Oh, dear. Oh, look at me. I've got nothing on.
Australia?
Don't look so glum, Alf. It's marvellous news, isn't it?
I don't want to go to Australia.
Why not?
Well, it's a bloody long way, isn't it? My rotten luck, innit? She comes up with a rich brother and he has to live in bloody Australia. The antipodes. Van Diemen's Land. Home of bloody convicts.
I think I knew that brother of hers. He was a bit of a crook then, if I remember rightly. I think the whole family were. In fact, unless I'm wrong, she was the only honest one among them. Be a nice trip, though, Alf.
Nice trip. I don't want to go all that way, gallivanting halfway round the world at my age.
You're not scared, are you?
No, not scared. Pretty wild place, though, by all accounts.
Well, I don't know. Looks all right what I've seen of it.
Well, you ain't been there, have you?
I've seen it on the telly.
Well, I've seen Neighbours and that bicentennial thing when that was on, but I mean, well, anywhere the Queen goes is all right, I suppose, but she's got her soldiers with her, hasn't she? I'll be on my own.
You got Mrs. Hollenberry.
Well, she's no protection. You'd expect me to look after her, wouldn't she? No, all that way. I mean, if I was a young man, yeah, but...
I'd go.
Would you?
Like a shot. Anything to get away from my missus. I tell you, if they'd have me, I'd join up again. I tell you, I didn't know at the time, but those years I had away from her in the army was the best years of my life.
You think I'm mad then? Give it another go?
Well, I don't know, Alf, but I mean, every man's got to make his own decision about something like that. I mean, you got Mrs. Hollenbury. All right, well, she's got her faults, but... Well, they've all got their faults. Well, she's a woman, isn't she? You've got to expect it. I mean, no woman's as we'd like them to be, but it's not in their nature. But my missus, well, she ain't got no nature. No human nature. I mean, she's no warmth about her. You touch her, she's cold, ice cold. I mean, flowers wither at the sight of her. I mean, we can't keep a cat or a dog. Never had mice. Even the flies won't come in the room if she's in there. I don't think it's my imagination, but there's a green glow comes off her at night. I don't want to put you off, Alf, but my missus is something different. I think one night a flying saucer's going to land and she'll go back on it.
Why didn't you come to Australia with me, then?
Well, give me the chance. I mean, I'd go in leg lines like them bloody convicts to get away from her. Is there a chance, Alf? I mean, don't forget, it's £100,000. You'll be turning down all that money her brother's going to lend you. I mean, you never look a gift horse in the mouth. You see, a rich relation, Alf, is, well, manna from heaven.
Yeah.
Meet him. Put on the old charm like you done with her.
I suppose you don't like me.
How could he not like you? I mean, £100,000. If you don't go over there, it's almost as bad as not posting a coupon.
£100,000. You're right, Al.
Just think of all the beer you can drink for £100,000. No more sipping.
Yeah, you're right, mate. £100,000. I wonder how many pints there are in that.
Oh, dear.
Well, never mind, Arthur. Here goes the first. Don't mind, do you, Arthur? Only we're rich now, aren't we? Australia, here we come! Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.